Introduction. Hello and welcome to Module 2 of our PTE Exam Preparation Series. In this module, we'll be discussing strategies for speaking fluently and confidently during the PTE speaking section. Tip number 1, read widely and practice speaking. One of the best ways to improve your speaking skills is to read widely and practice speaking regularly. This will help you to become more comfortable with the language and improve your vocabulary. Make it a habit to read articles, books, and news daily and try to summarize what you have read. This will help you to think in English and improve your speaking skills. Tip number 2, focus on pronunciation. Pronunciation is an important aspect of speaking fluently and confidently. You need to ensure that you are pronouncing words correctly and are able to stress the right syllables. To improve your pronunciation, try to listen to native speakers and mimic their pronunciation. You can also use online tools and apps to practice your pronunciation. Tip number 3, use filler words. Using filler words such as and can help you to sound more fluent and confident. However, you should use them sparingly and not overuse them. Try to use them in a natural way to fill in the gaps while you are thinking of what to say next. Tip number 4, practice with a partner. Practicing with a partner can help you to become more comfortable with speaking in front of others. You can also receive feedback on your speaking skills and work on areas that need improvement. Choose a partner who is fluent in English and is also preparing for the PTE exam. Tip number 5, don't rush. During the PTE speaking section, you may feel rushed and try to speak too quickly. This can lead to mistakes and a loss of confidence. Take your time and speak at a moderate pace. This will help you to think more clearly and speak more fluently. Module 2 of our PTE exam speaking section preparation series. Why are pronunciation and intonation important? Pronunciation and intonation are essential components of spoken English. They help convey the meaning of your words clearly and effectively. Accurate pronunciation and appropriate intonation also help you to sound more natural and fluent, which is important in achieving a high score in the PTE speaking section. Technique 1, record yourself speaking. One effective technique to improve your pronunciation and intonation is to record yourself speaking. Choose a passage or a list of words and read them out loud, then listen to the recording and compare it to a native speaker's pronunciation. Pay attention to the way they pronounce each word, and try to mimic their intonation and stress patterns. Repeat this process regularly, and you'll start to notice a significant improvement in your pronunciation and intonation. Technique 2, use phonetic symbols. Another technique is to use phonetic symbols to help you with pronunciation. The International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA, is a system of phonetic notation used to represent the sounds of spoken language. You can use online resources to learn the IPA symbols and practice your pronunciation by looking up the correct symbols for specific sounds in a word. With practice, you'll be able to accurately pronounce any word, even if you've never seen it before. Technique 3, listen and repeat. One of the best ways to improve your pronunciation and intonation is to listen to and repeat the words and phrases of native speakers. You can find audio materials such as podcasts, news broadcasts, and songs to practice your listening and speaking skills. Listen to how the speaker stresses certain words, and try to repeat the same pattern. This technique will help you to develop a natural rhythm and intonation in your speech. Technique 4, focus on difficult sounds. Finally, focus on the sounds that are difficult for you to pronounce. Different languages have different sounds, and some sounds may be particularly challenging for non-native speakers. Identify the sounds that you find difficult and practice them regularly. Use online resources to learn the correct pronunciation of those sounds, and practice them until you can produce them accurately and naturally. Module 2 of our PTE exam preparation course. Task 1, Personal Introduction. Let's start with the first task of the speaking section, which is the personal introduction. In this task, you will have to introduce yourself to the examiner. You will have 25 seconds to prepare and 30 seconds to record your answer. Here's an example of a personal introduction. Sample script. Hi, my name is John Smith. I'm originally from New York, but now I live in Sydney, Australia. I work as a software engineer, and in my free time, I enjoy hiking and playing tennis. I'm taking the PTE exam to improve my English skills and further my career opportunities. Task 2, Read Aloud. The next task is the Read Aloud task. In this task, you will be given a text to read aloud. You will have 30 to 40 seconds to prepare and 40 seconds to record your answer. The purpose of this task is to test your pronunciation, intonation, and fluency. Here's an example of a read aloud task. Sample script. The rise of social media has had a profound impact on our society. It has changed the way we communicate, interact with others, and consume information. Social media has made it easier for people to connect with each other, but it has also led to concerns about privacy and the spread of misinformation. Task 3, Repeat sentences. The next task is the Repeat sentences task. In this task, you will hear a sentence and you will have to repeat it exactly as you hear it. You will have 3 to 9 seconds to prepare and 15 seconds to record your answer. The purpose of this task is to test your ability to accurately repeat spoken English. Here's an example of a repeat sentences task. Sample script. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Task 4, Describe image. The next task is the Describe image task. In this task, you will be shown an image and you will have to describe it. You will have 25 seconds to prepare and 40 seconds to record your answer. The purpose of this task is to test your ability to describe visual information accurately and effectively. Here's an example of a Describe image task. Sample script. This is a graph that shows the sales figures for a company over a period of 5 years. As we can see, the sales increased steadily from 2010 to 2013, and then there was a slight dip in 2014. However, the sales figures picked up again in 2015 and continued to rise until 2017. Task 5, Retell Lecture. The final task is the Retell Lecture task. In this task, you will hear a lecture or a talk and you will have to summarize it in your own words. You will have 10 seconds to prepare and 40 seconds to record your answer. The purpose of this task is to test your ability to understand and summarize spoken English. Here's an example of a Retell Lecture task. Sample script. The lecture was about the benefits of exercise. The speaker explained that exercise can help us maintain a healthy weight, reduce the risk of diseases like diabetes and heart disease, and improve our mental health. The speaker also talked about the different types of exercise that are beneficial, such as cardio and strength training, and recommended that we aim to get at least 30 minutes of exercise each day. Like, share, and subscribe to Study Metro for more awesome content.